Wait, am I?
When the game will finally be in your hands.
19th down.
The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience, especially now in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times. We hope you're all taking care of yourselves and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would.
What?
So today we're trying something different. Something we've never done before. Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience and story. And to cap
Ray,
it
I'm
all
getting a lot
off,
of background
we'll be
noise.
showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence.
I go push the target.
You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to
Oh
pick it up
shit!
fireflies
St.
and walk
Mary's.
What is going
away.
on?
They were actually gonna make
Okay,
a cure.
shit.
Oh yeah,
The only catch,
this is the end of the first game.
it would kill her.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first
He
game.
knows he was bullshitting.
Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors. With the threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate our kiss from last night?
However, this peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice.
Ooh, that's
Her journey
pretty.
will take her to new parts of the country previously unexplored in The Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine. Our goal was to make these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible. Much of the story unfolds in what remains of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it. The city exhibits drastic shifts in architecture, elevation, and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats. Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives. These more open environments also create new strategic considerations
love
in
Uncharted.
combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely. The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these
I
expansive
love The
terrains.
Witcher.
The gameplay thing.
Some streets are so flooded that a boat is required
Ooh.
to navigate.
Ooh.
I
Oh
like
shit.
However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly. As Ellie uncovers the path to finding those who have wronged her, she must face the many threats of this unknown city. In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle, and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another
Another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
But beyond this conflict among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present.
Not
Every
fighting
human
that.
is in danger of falling victim to the
Oh
infected.
my god.
I'm not fighting that.
Delicious.
They are the recently infected.
I'm really
brothers
funding
who are more
Mikey.
numerous and aggressive in this game. The blind but extremely deadly clickers, and the stalkers, who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers. Large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustule. Upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims. But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves. Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and the environment to your advantage. The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover. They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence. Listen mode will reveal your scent trail, so keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection. 25 years after the
This is
pandemic
gonna
began,
be so
the world is
sexy.
completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight.
Oh, nice.
However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover you, even in grass. When Ellie is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks. Learning how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and create opportunities to counterattack.
That was hot.
You can use throwable items or well-placed shots to stun enemies
crazy.
before dealing a killing
The animations are god tier.
or using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move. Ellie isn't always alone on her journey. Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
Guys, I really don't want to fight the
Shamblers.
Between the
big
human
one.
survivors and the roaming
what they won't
infected,
show us.
there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic considerations.
I bet you
and
it'll pop up
opportunities.
randomly when you
You
open
can
the
choose
door.
whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to
Let me
pit them
get
against each
close
other.
to you. It's my biggest weakness.
Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left.
I always love that in games.
Our goal is to create unparalleled tension, coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades through training manuals scattered throughout the environment and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience.
Oh, that's cool.
We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system. Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes, all of which are visualized and become part of your character. Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more.
Oh, if the suppressors break off the wall or something.
Probably. Ooh.
All of these gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey. As we've said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2. We can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th. Until then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay. Enjoy.
Here we go.
No more pallets.
Good to know that she can swim now.
Did you find her yet?
Yeah, alright. I do really have to get her on pallets.
Revolutionary.
Isaac's not happy about it.
I wonder if Joel will get to teach her how to swim, or like we'll be able to see it.
Possible. I think they're still working on flashbacks.
Yeah, there's gonna be probably a lot of flashbacks, so I hope that's one of them. Can you attack from the water?
Ah, she's playing with PS Vita.
Don't make a fucking sound. Hands up.
Bruh.
That's Highlight Miami.
Nice.
Bro, that's Highlight Miami. You hear that?
Yeah. What the fuck?
We're in the hospital.
Oh my god.
Clearing out the upper floors.
Bro, that's sick.
Okay, that's cool.
How'd they get the rights to that shit?
Bro, what?
Rip.
Ooh, that was hot. This new engine is just so good.
Oh, no option to pick it up.
How the fuck do they have that?
I knew I heard that music somewhere.
Probably stole it from somewhere, I don't know.
Oh,
They still had
Where-
remember Joel like had a phone and shit, like a touchscreen phone before the outbreak. So
Yeah, he did.
Upstairs.
they charge.
We get the job done.
Aren't all the like electric thingies down?
Exactly, too.
I'm telling you,
Yes.
I mean, remember like literally Tommy was literally like he rebuilt his whole place, remember, with like electricity and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of places are rebuilt now.
That's our guy's
getting called up.
Mmm.
I heard that Isaac wants us to retake all of downtown.
I heard we might take the fight to them.
No way.
Oh yeah, it
After
looks like
what went
this
down last time,
silencer has a health thing.
even Isaac isn't that crazy.
That's what I heard.
I like how Ellie goes like, shut up, shut up.
Ooh.
All right, calm down.
I like that the blood just like splurs out.
Ooh, I never heard this music before.
Charlotte. Damn. Heretic. Hmm.
It's like the silencer just gets destroyed after 3 shots or something. Oh, rip dog off.
Even if it's be that good in the end, possibly, gameplay is like spicy.
Be good.
Seeing dead dogs is gonna make me feel unwell for a bit, but meh.
Especially the fact that you might have to kill them yourself.
Most,
Probably will.
yeah, you most likely will have to.
It's funny how you don't have that issue with humans most of the time, but with dogs it's the whole lot.
In game.
Yeah, because you don't have beef with dogs. They're just living life. They're vibing. Humans are fucking stupid.
Real life, I wouldn't kill either.
Huh?
In real life, I wouldn't kill either. So. Fine.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, most of us,
yeah.
we have internal feelings about humans compared to animals.
Check it out.
Animals are just vibing, and they look cute. Animals they just vibe and look cute. Humans, they piss you off.
I mean, some animals don't just vibe and look cute.
Yeah.
My parrot wasn't vibing. He was pissing, or she was pissing me off. But I mean, I don't know. It was too cute for me to wanna kill it.
Yikes.
Ooh, that was cool.
I forgot how tough AV can be in this game.
The realism of part 2 is why it's so good. Even if it gets brutal, like it's why like I feel like
Put it back.
it's so good. I don't know.
That music.
Damn, I think you're ahead of me, Ray.
Yeah, Ray must be way ahead of us.
That you, Nora?
Or maybe we're just deaf. I don't know. Oh, there we
Okay,
go.
now I can hear the music.
Yeah. That music still.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
The fuck was Abby here?
I'm not stupid.
I mean, these humans just seem to be vibing.
When Isaac talks to us about this,
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
Milk. Milk, are you dead? Damn.
Oh, she's dead. Rip.
Don't scream. Put that shit down. You remember me?
Holy shit.
Yeah. You remember me.
She did look kind of familiar.
No, she didn't.
I don't know why she reminds me of that other girl
Riley?
that Eddie was.
You mean Riley?
I think I
Oh,
know.
sick.
Since I know like 2 spoilers, I think I know who that character is. I don't think, but I don't think.
rip.
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
probably don't know them, but I think I know them.
I'm gonna have to like come back and analyze that a bit.
That was
Actually, you're gonna know who that is in like the first 2 hours of the game.
Oh well, I'd still rather not know anything.
Mm,
Rip Milk just left. Oh,
damn.
When she bro, the Holla Miami so fucking sick.
Even.
I need to watch this in better
that's
quality.
so
Every time I watch it on stream, the quality's just shit, man.
I was getting it on like 720p. It was alright.
It wasn't even like 720. It was worse. Hold
Oh,
on.
rip.
It says 1080, but I don't believe it. Let's see.
Uh,
Oh
just probably
fuck yeah!
different
It looks
when
really hot now that I'm looking at it in full quality.
Oh, did
That
it get,
looks really-
did it get re-uploaded as a video?
Yeah, it's already uploaded.
Oh shit, I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
Yeah, I'm skimming through. Damn, the
The hot-
detail is crazy.
The hostage sequence is exactly what I thought it was.
Pardon?
Like how compared to the first game, like you try to take someone hostage and then they just you kind of hold the kill and no one shoots at you. But in this one, there's like actual conversation.
Yeah, it's mostly Ellie just saying shut up.
Yeah, but I mean, in the second one, where she stunned someone and then grabbed them, like she walked up to the, another AI and then that person was like, "Let her go." It was pretty cool.
Was
Naughty Dog was always good about that, like having the protagonist just say random shit when it was appropriate.
you know that subway part in part 2 and from the trailers? I'm looking at it right now in this one where it's like red lights.
I thought that was flares.
Whatever that is, that part it just looks really nice.
Yeah, it looks so good,
It looks so aesthetic.
dude. They nailed the fog aesthetics.
Yeah, the weather dynamic is fucking beautiful.
Dude, after seeing a bit of what Neil showed, I actually want to see how the team AI acts now.
Bruh.
Because Uncharted 4's team AI were much better than Last of Us, but still had like some noticeable issues. But I want to see like how they improved it this time around.
Look at this on Discord. Look at that detail on the corpse thing.
Ooh, that looks so good.
Oh yikes!
Like damn, they have that down to like every fucking spider web, like every thread on their body.
And the detail on the guns are fucking good.
It's caught me reading a manual next to that.
Yeah, the gun, the fungal growth is like it's like all cracked and shit.
The Hotline Miami thing was just so funny.
Dude, the Hollow Miami reference was so fucking sick.
Mm.
That makes me want to play it now, but I gotta play Yakuza when I'm done with this game.
So close. So fucking close.
It's so close, dude.
Finally.
Just so far.
3 weeks and 2 days, so like 23 days left.
Mm.
It's so far away. I'm distract myself with blowing my money on PC parts.
I thought we were gonna go more to like this territory where they were gonna they were going to try to subdue. I don't know how to explain it. Like I thought they were gonna try doing like damage control for people who did see the leaks. but they just kind of they just left it more vague and didn't really touch on any story shit. So
So did he just pretend like it was the same usual shit?
yeah, I mean they did a good job in hiding certain things, which obviously I won't spoil. But yeah, I mean they didn't really touch on the story at all.
Yeah,
Which
it's a good thing.
Which yeah, it is a good thing at the end of the day. You don't want to know too much.
Good things. It's good news for you too, since like ever since the whole thing came out of how like people are kind of off base with what about what they think the spoilers are about.
I can't wait till embargo day and see what all these reviewers actually say. People who've been spoiled and shit.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm mainly just waiting on probably your playthrough, to be honest.
Damn.
Just to see what you're comparing versus what you knew and what you didn't know.
If I do that, I'm probably gonna talk about it like near the end of the game. Also, look at. Hold on. I'm realizing that this game also has a slight film grain. Like filter. Yeah.
It works really well for it too.
And I'm gonna head off right now, so take care, guys.
Alright, man. Yeah,
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I noticed in the gameplay showings a bit how like Ellie kind of just. Well, I'm pretty sure this was obvious, but like Ellie like did like a fucking random ass like dodge out of nowhere, so it shows that the dodges aren't like auto corrected and scripted.
There is yeah, they literally said a long time ago that the dodging is an actual button.
Cause like when they said the dodging is a button, I thought they meant like L1 in a direction to dodge. I thought it was like L1 to dodge. It's like if an attack comes in, you hit L1, she's just gonna dodge no matter where it came from. But it looks like you're gonna actually need to have some skill with it.
Yeah, probably.
Which sounds pretty hype.
Ooh, the aquarium, like the weather where the aquarium part is, looks so fucking nice. I wanna see. Dude. I wanna literally see like. I mean, I already said like I love rain, so seeing this is just great for my eyeballs.
Their lighting was really impressive, like very, very impressive. It's crazy how even when the stream quality looked real fucking shit, like the stuff in the subway still looked that nice.
Yeah. Let me.
That looks so cool. That shot there.